Jonathan adjusted the dials on his experimental time machine, his heart racing as the screen displayed. Moments later, he found himself standing in the middle of a barren village. The sun hung low in the sky, its rays dimmed by thick, ominous clouds. The villagers were in chaos, hastily packing their belongings and herding their children toward the mountain trails. An elder approached him, his face etched with both wisdom and fear. "Stranger, you are not of this time," the elder said. "But if the gods have sent you, we will not question. The creatures of Anror are upon us." Jonathan listened intently. The elder described the Anror, shadowy creatures born from the land of the dead. They hunted in packs, their red eyes glowing like embers. The villagers had long relied on the mountains as a refuge, a sacred haven said to repel the undead. Without hesitation, Jonathan joined the exodus, his futuristic toolkit hidden beneath his cloak. He knew he couldn't leave these people to fend for themselves against supernatural horrors. As the villagers began their trek, a haunting howl echoed through the valley. Panic spread like wildfire, and the villagers quickened their pace. Jonathan held his ground, scanning the tree line with his night vision device. Sure enough, the glowing eyes of the Anror emerged from the shadows. "Keep moving," he shouted. "I'll hold them off." Jonathan reached into his bag, pulling out a compact laser weapon. The first wave of Anror charged, their spectral forms twisting and hissing. With precise shots, he struck their forms, dispersing them into mist. The villagers watched in awe, their terror momentarily replaced by hope. The journey was grueling, steep inclines, treacherous cliffs, and the constant threat of the Anror tested their resolve. But Jonathan's advanced knowledge proved invaluable. He created makeshift barriers with his tools and taught the villagers to use fire as a weapon against the creatures. On the final night before reaching the mountain sanctuary, the Anror mounted a desperate attack. The villagers formed a protective circle while Jonathan stood at the center, his weapon humming with energy. The battle was fierce but united. They drove the creatures back. At dawn, they arrived at the mountain sanctuary, a natural fortress surrounded by sheer cliffs and hidden caves. The villagers wept with relief, their cries echoing across the peaks. "You have saved us, stranger," the elder said, bowing deeply. "We will remember you for generations to come." Jonathan smiled. "You saved yourselves. I just gave you a little help." Before they could ask more questions, he activated his time machine and disappeared into the ether, leaving behind a legend that would inspire the villagers for centuries. The tale of the stranger who defeated the Anror and guided the village to safety would become a cornerstone of their history,